Hi, this is Jody King-Colgrove with Quantum Techniques. We have the most comprehensive diagnostic form of energy medicine in the world today. I work with people all over the world on the phone to help them understand why they're having a health issue and what they can do about it. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you today is about, mental health issues. They have a wide variety, but I'm just going to talk about the fact that, there's things like anxiety, ADHD, autism, schizophrenia. There's also kid tantrums and things like that a lot of times are all caused by foods. And there are certain foods that people can react to and others, don't. And so that's why, and it's also the severity. And there's a lot of research out there that there's different immunities that can be triggered. So in other words, there's an IgG, IgI, Ig, and all those different immunities sometimes will cause a reaction, and sometimes a lot, and sometimes not so much. And so sometimes you think you may not have an issue, but maybe it is causing a little bit of an irritation and causing, like an immune response and things like that that you're not seeing or aware of that affects an organ or gland or tissue. So it's important that if you have kind of one of those things, that you find out what foods you should or should not be eating that will impact it or impacting it or that will help get rid of it. So that's something at Quantum Techniques that we can do. For example, when my son was little, like every mom, they sees the cute little commercial on TV with the kid eating the Cheerios in their high chair. So, after about, 4 months of being breastfed, we said, okay, it's time to start kind of introducing foods. And so, I guess I did this work, but sometimes, you just think of, it'd be cute to do that. So we gave him a Cheerio, and he would start rolling around on the floor screaming. And my brain is going, that's not how the commercial is. I wonder what's wrong. So we started testing, and sure enough, we found that he was not very good on gluten and dairy. And so what we found with the gluten is that it impacted his neurotransmitters. And you have neurotransmitters both in the brain and in the gut. And when you eat certain foods, your gut health impacts your brain health. And so if you are eating foods that are impacting neurotransmitters, they can affect both your gut and the brain. And that's why I'm saying that they have some issues with ADHD, anxiety, and things like that can cause that. When he would have dairy, we found that his immune system would get low, and so therefore within about 4 days he would get a bacteria or have a virus or something like that. So one of the scans that we've been working on is a miasm scan, where it clears generational issues. And a lot of times those generational issues come in on different foods. And so I worked with my son on clearing him on dairy and wheat through a miasm scan, and also neurotransmitters, anxiety, ADHD, any of those things that kind of were a miasm for him, and was able to clear him so that those foods do not impact him as much. They're still not very healthy foods for us to eat with gluten and dairy, but every once in a while it's nice to have a treat, and so we try to limit it. And also test him for being aware of when would be good times to give him. In other words, if we're in a stressful situation of going through, let's say, the end of school testing or the first day of school, then we might want to not feed him the things that may compromise him, or like a test day or something like that. But if we're on a family vacation, we're all having fun, those things might test good for him, but limited them. So I wanted to share that with you because those are things, especially with autism, things like that we can find foods that are really impacting the child and creating the issues and allowing them not to be able to heal, or the different therapies that you're doing not be able to be as effective. So it's really important for us to find what those foods are. So I look forward to working with you and helping you or your child to get healthy and happy and not have these symptoms continue. So you can email me at jody@quantumtechniques.com, or you can also get on our website at quantumtechniques.com and request a session request. And I look forward to working with you and helping you get your health and happiness back.